Hey everyone. Well, as promised, here's a walk around of this car, and you guys are good, especially you, Chad. This is indeed a Riviera, Supercharged Riviera. It's a 95. It's a Series 1 L67 3800. This was the only year that got that particular version of the supercharged engine. This, like I said, this was a Craigslist find. It's very dirty. But for the most part, it's just a totally straight car. It's got about 145,000 miles on it. Got it dirt cheap. Now over here you'll see why I got it dirt cheap. Like I said, it's got a little whoopsie up here. Well, we had some wind here. It is just scattered wood all over the yard. Let me throw this away real quick. Sorry about that. I burned my brush pile over here, if you'll notice. Most of it. The stuff over here won't burn. So I can get back on that. Put enough kerosene on it, anything will burn. Diesel. Anyway, the guy told me that he pulled out of a blind intersection and somebody hit him. And initially when I saw the pictures on this car, I wasn't sure what was wrong with it. They had taken one from like right here, and so it's hard to tell what went on, but I thought it got hit down the side of it, actually, because she said it looked like the axle was bent, and it is, but it's actually, the wheel is in a little bit at the top, as you might can see. So it's got a little push over here. It's going to have a little bit of work done to get it lined back up again. And the windshield is broken, and that was really worrying me when she said that, because I thought that the inside would be just totally trashed. But what happened was it blew the airbags, and for whatever reason, anytime one of these airbags over here blows, this passenger airbag, it takes out the windshield. So she said they had it covered, and it didn't do as much damage, I guess, as it could have, but the interior is not bad. Leather. They all came with leather. You can see this is nasty here. I'm going to have to get the remains of the windshield out carefully and cut that airbag out and everything. I've already cut the driver's side. This is just simply so I can, sit in here without this bag right in my face. But it's been pretty wet over here, but it's not mildew, it's not musty. No kind of problems like that, so I was glad to see that. So it's definitely savable. And this car's pretty loaded. It's got, they all came with climate control, but it's got Twilight Sentinel. It's got memory seats. Let's see, it has, supposed to have heated seats. I don't know where the control is exactly for it yet, but it's in here somewhere. It's got traction control. I think they all had that. It's got the steering wheel controls. It's got the electrochromatic mirror, which is kind of in pieces in the back, but it does have it. It's got the home link thing here. Looks like I glued that back together. This is for, I was reading the instruction manual, and this is for if you got like a garage door opener and things like that. You just, supposedly, as you can see, it says garage on it. You can just kind of put it in there and push that button, and it'll, you don't have to keep taking it out. It's got the Astro roof, which I really like. I like these. Look at these visors. I don't know. I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, Look at this. You put this one down here, you put this one over here, and then you got another one. You could go all the way like that. So years of being blinded by the sun hopefully will end. It's got the, and you know, even with the rain that's been coming in this car, it still smells, has that nice leathery GM smell like my brother's Cadillac. It smells so nice in here. The back seats are in pretty good shape themselves. Right there, no real issues. Got the molding that's popped off up here and all that. And the guy just kind of you know, people are, I guess, when they wreck a car they just bail out and they're done. I mean, as they said, it was still running and everything, but he left his cassette that's going into the cassette player over there. I guess that's an adapter for, he had a, I think it's a, I don't know if it's a, I sound stupid, I don't know what the hell they're called. I know it's not an iPod, it's one of those little Toshiba music players, you know, you load your music on it from your computer or wherever. Yeah, one of these was in there, and with the charger and everything, just laying here in the seat, and it actually works. I don't recognize any of the music on it, but might be Christian stuff, which is good, but I'm just not familiar with it. Excuse me. I noticed one thing, it does not have the CD player down here, or the cassette holder. Some of them had a little stack cassette holder thing, and this one doesn't have it. So definitely gonna need a lot of cleanup in here. But there's my scraper I had there. That's sitting on it there. Trying to deal the option. Oh, there they are. There it is. That's where the heated seats are. Yeah. I haven't got the hood open yet, or I'd show you that, but take a look in the trunk. Actually, wonders will never cease. It actually came with a remote unit. Now, you see in here, we've got some water going on, and I don't know where that's coming from. Well, I guess I do, really. Yeah, but this thing was, should have seen it. The trunk wasn't as bad as I've seen some of them. It actually just still had it spared and stuff, but there's a bag full of junk that was in there. Like always. And, but this whole spare tire well was just full of water. It was like an aquarium. I mean, really, I expected to see a fish jump out of it. So, first thing I'm going to do, I cannot work on a dirty car. So, that's always the first thing I do is clean one up and see what I got. So, that's what I'll do first. And I'll make a after video. And I'll get this hood open and charge the battery and see if she runs. Ouch. But tell you the real quick story on this car, how I found this. I was looking on Craigslist and was perusing cars, and I'd saved a couple. I was looking at a Golf, a Trek edition. You can, you know, a lot of times you can on Craigslist you just find a bunch of crap for $1,000 or less. That's just all you find is crap, and then every once in a while you'll find something worthwhile. It's a treasure. So anyway, I saw this car. It was listed back on the 12th this month, and I saved it in my favorites and saved a couple others and like that. And at the time, you may notice these cars are gone back here, and also that blue Malibu coupe's gone, and a couple other things are gone. Those two cars ain't going nowhere, but the rest of them I got rid of. So I had some money to spend, but at the time I saved this car, I didn't have it all together yet. I still hadn't sold everything, so I had to just sit on it. And So I emailed the lady finally this past Saturday morning, a week ago today, about it, and her ad on it, it's listed as a turbocharged engine. You know, bless her heart, ladies, sometimes they just don't know what's what. But, so I thought to myself, I said, that ain't no turbo, that's a supercharged car. And sure enough, I looked at the pictures just to make sure it had the, the emblem on the trunk like it's supposed to, and it did. So anyway, I emailed her, and she had no phone number listed, just an email. She said it's hard to take phone calls during the day, but I check my email all the time. Well, that's not exactly the truth. I emailed her on Saturday morning. By Monday morning, I hadn't received a response. So I emailed her again Monday morning, and actually got a quick response then. So she got back to me and told me a little bit about it and stuff like that, and they were asking well, like $800 for it, whatever. So during the week she dropped it to $600. So anyway, I waited. After that email, I replied to it and said I'd like to come look at it. That was on Monday. And then, let's see, by Thursday morning, keep in mind, she says I check my email all the time, right? Thursday morning, I had still not got a response from her again. So I was like, well, shit. So this ain't the quick story on this, is it? Nothing I say is ever quick. But anyway, make a long story short, I emailed her again Thursday morning, and I was nice about it. You can't push people when you're trying to buy something, especially if you think it's a fairly, something you want. You don't want to lose it. I couldn't beat on her for not answering emails, so I just started out with something like I said, I think some of my emails may not be going through. That kind of takes you're not attacking the person, you're just kind of, you're kind of saying what you mean, that you're not getting a response, but you're not really blaming them. You know what I mean? So anyway, Thursday, promptly, again, I got a response, and she gave me her address and her phone number, and she also called me. So I couldn't get there Thursday to look at it because I had to work late. So yesterday, which was Friday, I headed over there about 3, got there about 3 and checked it out and made the deal, brought it home. But they had come down to $600 and then $600 on it, OBO. And she just told me on the phone, she said, if you'll come get it, I'll take $400 for it. So I guess that's a fair enough deal for this. Up north, I know a lot of you guys up north, y'all say, oh shit, we wouldn't get $400 for any car that age. But down here they don't rust, so we can't quite get them that cheap. So $400, I figured the drivetrain, even if I was just to pull the drivetrain out and scrap it, I'd get that for it easily. So, but anyway, I want to say that being a car guy, no self-respecting car guy that's not just stuck on 350 Chevys is going to let a Supercharged Riviera go to scrap. And that's what they were going to do. She said, if you don't buy it, she said, we'll just probably have to just see if we can get it hauled off or whatever. Because, they're, again, like women are, bless their hearts, but they don't care about cars. Once there's something wrong with them, they're just, ugh, get it out of here. It's not working anymore, get it out. So anyway, that's the walk around and the story on this thing. And I've wanted one of these for a long time. Now, I'll be honest and say that doesn't mean I'll keep it for a long time, but I've wanted one for a long time. So anyway, I'll see if it'll run and all that, and which they said it did. They said it ran fine and drove fine, so we'll see. And then I'll start on the repairs to it. The airbag situation, I know that's scary to people. You can see that fender's pushed back just a little bit right there. That may be something that's enough that I may have to actually load this thing on the trailer and take it. Well, no, I could probably drive it, but I might actually end up having to put this on a frame machine because this is unibody, just to do it right. But That airbag situation looks scary to some people, but it's not. The airbags are cheap for these cars, so I'll do that and get the windshield repaired, and it'll be a lot further down the road. Alright guys, just an emblem. I'm going to clean this thing up. That's what I'm going to spend the rest of the morning on, and we'll get back to it and we'll see what she looks like the aftermath. Have a good one.